Hey,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the free tarot reading with Love Dr. Nikki. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. It's a beautiful day today. The sun is shining. So I hope everywhere else you are, I know it's a beautiful day. Wherever you are, it's always a beautiful day. Um, guys, Love Dr. Nikki's here, and she will introduce herself and let you know a little bit more about herself and what she can do. Love Dr. Nikki, it's all on you.
well, thank you, Emmy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Love Dr. Nikki. I have been working with Oranum for over 12 years, and I've been doing readings professionally for over 50. Yeah, that makes me mid-century last modern. I've been doing readings for over 50 years. I like to use the tarot cards because it gives me a way to show you what I'm seeing and how I'm seeing it. And for a lot of people, it helps them have a little bit more faith and understanding of the reading when they see pictorial references. I love doing readings. I've done over 300,000 in my career. And we're here on Facebook Live to see if we can help some of you people out in Facebook land or social media land, I should say, because we're
Yeah.
all over the place, I guess, with this one. So, do we have
Oh,
any questions yet?
amazing. Yeah. So, Love Dr. Nikki, thank you so much for being here with us. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And, guys, I also wanted just to say it. We have been doing this giveaway, and it is a fantastic opportunity. So, like, all you got to do is make a free account on Oranum with the link that I am putting in the comments. Just click on that link, make a free account on Oranum if you don't have one yet, and then come back, put your Oranum username in the comments, and you get the chance to win a free private reading with Love Dr. Nikki one-on-one on Oranum. So you get Love Dr. Nikki all to yourself on Oranum. So 100% recommend this. So if you haven't done that, go make that account. It's completely free, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So that being
And in
said,
my chat room, membership counts. In my
ooh,
chat room, we play games for members to win free prizes. And we also have, I have an Oranum pen. It's kind of like the old Magic 8 Ball. And one of them says, ask an expert. And if you get ask an expert, you want a free reading. So we
ooh,
have all sorts of things going on in my chat room at oranum.com. And I'm there usually in the mornings, and I do most afternoons. And then maybe even a weekend, I'll do an evening sometimes. And I love doing readings. So shall we go for one? Have we
yeah,
got the
let's.
question yet?
Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. Thank you for sharing that with us. And then, first question that we see is from Sandra. Any message from past loved ones?
Ooh, well, let's see. Okay, I'm getting a woman and I'm smelling cinnamon. Whoa. um, I have a female here. She feels older, probably maybe a year or two older than I am, and I'm in my mid 60s. I'm getting a scent of cinnamon, very strong scent of cinnamon, and oh, I'm hearing someone saying, "Go your own way." And that's a masculine voice. I'm getting a male voice. And this feels someone who passed maybe in his 50s or maybe a little older than that, but I want to say mid 50s. It feels like there's a mustache. Feels like there's a mustache there. And he's saying, go your own way. And then I have to admit that my mother is playing the song Go Your Own Way in my head, too. So I'm getting a confirmation of that. For me, when my mother plays the piano, it's big stuff. She's my primary spirit guide. And I think she's saying that it's time that your spirit guides are telling you that it's time to go your own way and make your own choices instead of doing what others are trying to tell you that you should be doing. It's time for you to listen to this. And that's the main message I'm getting. Go your own way. Listen to your inner voice. Follow your credos, not someone else's. Okay? And thank you very much for the question, Sandra. And if you want to do it, usually crossing overs like this, I can't do a lot in this kind of way open format. It doesn't work that well for me. But if you want to really connect with past loved ones, we can do that. But it's usually a better thing as a one-on-one in private chat over at Oranum.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Love Dr. Nikki, for that. And thank you, Sandra, for the question.
Absolutely.
Next question that we have is from Bethany. I'm in Orlando, home now when I'm finally hearing from Karen or Mike. Great news, waiting on help to move forward.
Okay. I'm in Orlando. When am I finally hearing from Karen or Mike? The great news. You're waiting to move forward. Let's take a look and see. And on this one, of course, I am going to use the cards. I don't usually use the cards when it comes to cross. Ooh. You still get a little bit to wait, but not a real long time. I want to say it's a factor of 4. I'm seeing a factor of 4 in the Wheel of Fortune in the High Priestess. So I have to say it's within a matter of weeks. The cards indicate 4 days, but I'm always hedgy when it's that close. And I'm going to give a couple weeks to it, but no more than that. Things are moving forward behind the scenes. That's what the Wheel of Fortune tells us. That things are kind of moving forward behind the scenes. You're not seeing them right now because it's happening with other people. But I am seeing that with the High Priestess as your outcome card, that this, you will be hearing from them soon, and it will be with the idea of how they're going to help you move forward and moving into those kind of discussions. Not so much the are we going to help you or not, as it is how we are going to help and in what ways we can help, if that makes sense. And it feels like they are, I have to say, Karen and Mike both feel like they have very positive energy towards you. So I do think this is something that's going to come to fruition, but it's going to take a little bit before it happens. And I think you may be hearing from them in a matter of just a few days. Okay. And thank you so much for the question, Bethany. I like being able to give good news.
I love
good news
that.
is always fun.
Thank you, Bethany. Thank you for the question. The next question now we have is from Nina. Will I get the job that I had an interview for yesterday?
I have, yeah. Let's take a look. I love job questions. I really do. Having read for as long as I have, job questions, there's a wide, believe it or not, wider range of questions with job. So Nina wants to know, will I get the job that I interviewed for yesterday? I have to say, I get the Chariot. And I do think you will get the job, but I'm seeing that it's going to take a couple more weeks before it's all said and done and signed, sealed, and delivered. I think they're kind of at the beginning of their hiring process. That's what I'm kind of seeing here, because I get the Page of Wands, the one who comes with messages. Then I have the Four of Coins, which is kind of where you're at now. I'm waiting for the job to come through. But then I have the Chariot as your outcome card. And the Chariot talks about things moving forward, things going in the direction you want them to go, because there's always a driver on the Chariot. The Chariot doesn't run willy-nilly. It goes in a directed force. So I have to say, I do think you'll get the job, but it could be as late as the middle of May before you actually start working. But I don't think they'll tell you until next week. Okay. And thank you so much for the question. Keep my finger in. And Nina, I'm going to put you in my prayer wheel for a job too. I have a prayer wheel that I do every morning, guys. Seriously. I do her every morning. Yep. And I put a lot of people in here for jobs and relationship issues and that kind of thing. And best of luck to you, Nina. Even getting an interview today is a good step in the right direction. So, who do we have next, Miss Emmy?
I absolutely love that. Thank you, Nina. Thank you for the question. And next question that we have, um, I am Angeli here. Any guidance message for my relationship to Janer now, please? Thank you.
Let me see. Oh, wow. He loves you. I'm so glad you asked me this question. Serious business. Um, Guidance for the relationship right now, you got to leave him alone. I know that goes against everything you're feeling in your heart and scares the heck out of you. But what I'm seeing here is right now he's trying to figure out what his real emotions are. And he needs a little space to do that in, to kind of let everything kind of filter in his head a bit. But it's okay because he returns as the King of Wands. The kings are all men who know who they are and what they want and where they're going. They've already created their empires. They're kings. And with the King of Wands, that's the king of passion and deep emotion. And then I have the Ace of Wands, which talks about new beginnings, new starts, or a deepening in a situation. And so I have to say, the best thing you can do is be patient. And I know that's hard. Oh my God. When you want them to call, it's hard to wait and let him call. But it does feel like Janer is very old fashioned in his thoughts and ideas about relationships and how that's supposed to work back and forth. And if you push too hard on him, I'm afraid you'll just push him away. So he's kind of a guy, he's the kind type of man you want to treat gently and let him come to you, because when he comes to you, you definitely know he is yours. And I am seeing if you can just be patient, give him the chance to do his cogitation inside his head. He comes back to you as the King of Wands for a relationship based on passion and emotion. And those are good things to start with. So I hate to say that the best action you can take is non-action. Now, if he reaches out, return the call or text or whatever, but don't initiate contact. Let him initiate. He's kind of old-fashioned that way, but you let him initiate. And I think you'll find the relationship ends up going where you want it to go. And thank you so much for your question, Angeli. Absolutely. And who do we have next, Miss Demi?
Amazing. Thank you, Angeli. Thank you for the question. And guys, just wanted to come on here one more time and just say that if you make a free account on Oranum and put your username in the comments, and all you got to do is click on the link that I am putting in the comments, and that's Love Dr. Nikki's link for Oranum. And I know sometimes on Facebook it might look gray or a different color, not the blue link, and it might not seem clickable, but it is clickable. So you can just click on that and it will take you to Oranum, make a free account, and then come back on here and put your username, and you get a chance to win a free reading with Love Dr. Nikki, which is an amazing opportunity. So all you gotta do is put your Oranum username in the comments, and you get the chance to win this amazing reading. So you don't want to miss out on this. Next
There you
question
go.
that we have is from, let me see, Bethany. I am auditioning for Sound of Music Sunday. Will I get a great role? I have worked hard.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Bethany, that's so exciting. Sound of Music. So exciting. Oh, wow. You have been working hard. Have you been working with a voice coach too? Wow. Um, I think you will be quite happy with the outcome of your audition. I don't think you're going to get Maria. I think they have someone already slated for the primary role. but I am seeing that you are selected, and I want to say you're selected as I don't I've forgotten the daughter's name that does the dance around the fountain with the young soldier, and I think that's the part you're gonna get. The girl that I think it's the oldest daughter of the Von Trapps. I think the part you get is the oldest daughter that sings with the soldier. But yes, I do see you getting a part. It's not Maria, but it's a good solid part. So keep working, keep practicing, keep trying very hard because that's how you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice. And well, I want to show you your cards. And we have the Two of Swords. This is a decision that isn't yours to make. Once you go in and do your audition, your part of it, you have to wait and see what they decide. And so you'll be waiting on the decision. But then I have the Ten of Coins. Now, for me, the Ten of Coins is absolutely the happy job card. When I get Ten of Coins for like an audition or a job scenario, that's kind of a big yes card. But then to really cap it for me, I get the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the one who comes with messages of love. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, and that's the thing here. What I'm seeing here is that with that Ten of Coins in the middle, the Knight of Cups is indicating how important this is to you, and that this is something that is going to be, how do I say this? This is something that's going to be a pretty strong part of your resume to start and getting into music theater. I really like it. I like the energy here. And you'll have to stop by oranum.com and let me know if you got the part or not, please. But what I'm seeing here, girl, it's yours. But like I said, it's the oldest daughter, not Maria. And thank you so much for your question, Bethany. And who do
Thank
we
you,
have next, my
Bethany.
dear?
Thank you for the question. Next question I see is from Angua. Is the guy I'm talking to genuine about me, or is he talking to another girl?
Ooh, let's take a look and see. I'm going to get a different deck. And by the way, I always keep 6 or 7 decks of cards out on my desk at all times because that way I can change up cards. If you want to change like from love to career in a reading, it's really easy for me to do that. I just change cards. Now, is he talking to another girl? No, actually, he is genuine. Absolutely genuine. Oh, you bet. You know why I get to say that? This is the Nine of Cups in this deck. The Nine of Cups is literally called the romantic wish card when it comes to tarot. So that's a good start. Then I have the card of thought and deep thinking. And that coupled with the Nine of Cups makes it very positive, and it does indicate that he is genuine. I don't see him talking to another girl, and I think you're going to find that he will move things forward quickly. It's not going to take a long time for things to happen. So what I'm seeing here is that it is a yes. He is not talking to another girl. He is genuine and serious, but he wants to take his time because you could be important. You could be very important. So give him the opportunity, give him the space to come back to you in. He's going to. I think this is a very genuine person. And I don't see him, how do I say this? He doesn't like the complication of more than one lady at a time in his life. I think he tried that and it didn't work for him too well. So he kind of keeps it to one lady at a time. So I don't think you're worried about any competition right now. Just be you. That's what he's falling for. And thank you so much for the question, Andrea. I appreciate it immensely. And who do
Thank
we
you.
have next there, Miss Emmy?
Yeah, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you for that question. We'll be answering one more question since we're running out of time. But guys, come see us on Oranum right after this live stream. You can come see Love Dr. Nikki by just clicking on that link. So come see us right after this live stream. So we have Angela. Does my ex want to be with me?
Okay. This one's not so nice. How do I say this nicely? Your ex wants to be with you as long as you are useful, and then you can be discarded and they can move on. I can't recommend a reconnection with this ex. The cards I'm seeing here, I have the card of perception, but then I have, and this really concerns me, I have the 5 of coins, followed by the 10 of swords. And those cards really combine to equal to a usage situation for me. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think they really want to be with you. I think it's more you're easy right now until they find something new. I don't get a stick to itiveness with this individual. I think I have to warn you away, especially with the 10 of swords being the outcome card. I just have to warn you away and say, no, I don't think they really want to be with you. It's just kind of trying to do the fallback of, yeah, they'll reconnect, but they'll reconnect for as long as they want to stay, and they won't stay for very long. And I'm sorry I have bad news, Angela, but I would not recommend reconnecting with this person. They do not have your best interest at heart. They're kind of for themselves. I'm sorry. I wished I had better news, but with those cards, the 10 of swords just says, no, don't do it. Because he'll tie you up in knots again. And you're just now untying some of those knots he tied you into. Okay? Look to yourself and take care of yourself. He just wants to use you again. I'm sorry. Oh, I hate giving bad news, but ladies and gentlemen, if that's what the cards say or if that's the message I'm getting, I'm going to give the bad news because I'd rather you be forewarned and forearmed. Isn't that what you're coming to get a reading for? A lot of times it's good news, but not always. And if it's not one of those not always cases, I'm going to try to give you the information as gently as I can, but give you the information you need to know. And I'm sorry, but Angela, I have to say no about connecting with your ex. I don't think it would be good for you. And who do we have next, Miss Emmy? Do we have time for one more? Maybe two?
Uh, I think we're running out of time, but we could do maybe one or two more. What do you
Okay,
say?
let's do that. I'd
All
love to.
right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? So let's see some of the last ones. Let's see. Anne, do you see that the man that is Cancer sign wants to be with me? I know him.
Well, let's check and see, Ann Iva. Does the man that is Cancer sign wants to be with me? I know him. Let's take a look and see. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, that's a difference. You two have been through difficulties in your connection already. It's easy to see that. You've kind of butted head a few times and worked through it as friends, but there's more to it than friends. And I absolutely, this is so definitive. You could ask any tarot reader on the planet and they would tell you this is a good sign. Your outcome cards are literally the Sun and the Nine of Cups. Now, the Sun we call the wish card when it comes to relationship in the tarot. It's for me the sun is the top card for relationships in the tarot for me. Everything under the sun. But then we also have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card when it comes to relationships in the tarot. So I would have to say with no equivocation whatsoever, it's totally yes. He wants to be with you. Absolutely. He wants to go slow. He wants to take his time. I think that's kind of what the first card indicated, that he does want to go slow. He does want to take his time. But he's, oh gosh. If you've seen the movie Grease with Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta, my mother is playing the song You're the One That I Want from that movie in my head, and she's my primary spirit guide. And yeah, she plays music in my head. And yes, you are the one he wants. Just let it happen. And thank you so much for your question, Ann Iva. It was so positive. Strong cards. The Sun and the Nine of Cups. Do we have time for one more, Miss Emmy?
Yes, let's do one more. One more. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for the question. And last question we'll be answering before Love Dr. Nikki goes on Oranum is from Chris. I'm an Aquarius dealing with a Capricorn. Is there any chance we get back together for good?
Oh. Well, Aquarius and Capricorn isn't too bad. Not the best. There's a lot about I don't think so, Chris. Your Capricorn isn't serious. Your Capricorn is thinking about boundaries. And I have to say, I don't think there's going to be a reconciliation here. I really don't. He seems to want to be going in a new direction. I see you as the Page of Cups wanting the love in the relationship, but I'm seeing for him it's outside of his boundaries. I'm just not seeing a reconnection because I'm seeing the Chariot moving away from relationship rather than bringing it closer to. So I'm not seeing that you two are going to reconnect, hon. I'm sorry. Oh, I hate giving bad news, but I don't think so. Not with the devil in the middle. He creates and kind of gives a negative feel to the entire reading. So I have to say, I don't think there's going to be a reconnection as much as you would want it. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm being a bad news bear. Like I said, guys, I'll tell you the truth of what I see, feel, and hear. It's the only way I really help you. And remember, I'm going to be over at Oranum.com. Membership is free. And then you get to see me work with other people too, because we do stuff in live stream. And you can always take me private. And Oranum.com, if I'm not your cup of tea, that's okay. We have literally thousands of readers for you to choose from. And with that many, you should be able to find somebody you can feel a connection with, because you feeling the connection is what's most important. And thank you very much, Chris. I'm sorry I had bad news. And Miss Emmy, I throw it back to you.
Amazing. Thank you, everybody, for joining this live stream and for being here with us and for all of your questions. I know we got way too many questions and we can't answer all of them right now since we have limited time. But we are going to be on Oranum right after this live stream. So if you didn't get an answer to your question, just come see us on Oranum. Come see Love Dr. Nikki. She will be there. And guys, thank you so much for being here. And remember, make that free account. Let us know your username. You get the chance to win a private reading with Love Dr. Nikki. And it's an amazing opportunity. So don't miss out on this opportunity. We'll see you on Oranum. Love Dr. Nikki as always. It's a pleasure having you on these live streams. And thank you for being here with us.
Well, thank you for letting me. And guys, I do invite you all over. I'm going to be closing out when we close out here. I'm going right back over to my live stream at Oranum. And even if you just want to sit and free chat and kind of chit chat and get to know me a little better, I love doing that too. And thanks everybody for your questions and for the great energy today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it was amazing. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, everybody, for being here. And have a great, fantastic day, guys. Bye bye.